Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anchua. It's yet another one of my hot new releases video where I introduce fragrances that I about to hit the market or have recently hit the market. I just want to give you what I think about some of these new releases, what I have heard about them, and share those with you. There are 10 fragrances in this particular video, and I'm going to start with the one I thought I was going to be more excited about. The only reason why I think any single form of excitement I have about this particular fragrance has dwindled is the fact that I've seen a few reviews about it and it's not been positive at all. That is going to be from Maison Ashra, known as Oh Honey. The bottle is so pretty, the gold and the bee. It's just a very pretty bottle. So I think people will get it for the sake of the bottle, although news and information reaching us is that it is not what a lot of people were expecting. I'm yet to have my nose on it, so I'll not be able to speak about the juice. But from what I understand, it is very animalic, skunky, and I can't really say much about it, but I understand it is not the honey and the sweet gourmand that we're expecting per the name and the packaging. It's rather a very animalic something. I know bees are supposed to give you something animalic, but probably that was not the expectation. I was expecting something sweet. So as soon as I get my nose on it, I'll let you know what I think. But from information I'm gathering, I went to my friend's page on TikTok, and she mentioned the fact that it's animalic and she's not a fan, and I think I've seen two other reviews where people have said similarly. So I'm a bit confused about Oh Honey by Maison Astra. So let's move on to Afnan. Afnan has a lot of new releases now, but let me speak about Afnan Turati Electric now. It is new. It is already on the market. It's even on Fragrantica, and it's not to be inspired by Ex Nihilo's Blue Talisman. And that is a fragrance I have out of the universe from Latafa, which is also an inspiration of Blue Talisman. I also have put my nose on Kashan from Latafa, which although has not been marketed as a clone of Blue Talisman, I feel it is quite identical. Kashan and then Out of the Universe, they smell quite identical to me. I love that scent profile, that orangey, citrus thing. I really enjoy it. It feels like a very unisex fragrance to me, much more than masculine leaning. But I know the original one and Out of the Universe sort of is being marketed towards our men. But I love the scent profile in general, so I would love to try this one. From the information I'm gathering, it seemed to be a very good inspiration of Blue Talisman. So that is going to be Afnan's Turati Electric. From Afnan, we also have a flanker to the historic line, and this is known as Afnan Historic Sahara. And this, by the bottle, the color probably would give an indication. It is also going to be another inspiration of Parfum de Mali's Altair. I think I'm sort of a bit over that. I'm not over the DNA, but I'm over the several other dupes that are coming out. As soon as I got myself liquid brand from Fragrance World and I was good with that, nothing really comes. I'm not looking for a better liquid brand. For me, that I think liquid brand is a very good, accurate dupe that I'm not looking for anything aside that. I've had my nose on Ameda Magribi's Brulee. I've got the kinds of all the fragrances of all those ones. Brulee is a good one. It gives me a combination of Altair and then vanilla powder. It's like a combination of that. I also have mine, I think La Fée also has a dupe that I have a sample of. I've also had my nose on even Goliath's Oath from Paris Corner gives me Parfum de Mali's Altair. There are so many of them that I have put my nose on, but I think liquid brand still stands tall to me. So although Historic Sahara is out, I'm not sure I'm super excited to get my hand on it or get my nose on it, but it's out. From Latafa, there's a flanker to the Faka line. I think I had myself the Faka Rose, which I have already decluttered. I've had my, but I've had 2 bottles of Faka Gold, which one broke, and then I also gifted the other one to a friend. But there's now Faka Platinum, and this has the following notes. It has bergamot, pink pepper, and then cardamom. There's guava, lavender, ginger in the middle, and then incense, sandalwood, and palisandro at the base. This is reportedly inspired by Parfum de Mali's Paragon Initials Paragon, which we already have in the form of Al Nashama and Vintage Radio. That is what this one is reportedly inspired by. But this one has a note of guava, so probably that is their own sort of touch to the whole scent profile. I'm here to try it, but it feels like it's going to be a lot more masculine. I feel that scent profile in general comes across as more masculine than feminine to me, although I enjoy Al Nashama a lot more than Vintage Radio. But I think this might gravitate towards the men a lot more. So there's Faka Platinum. I love the bottle. The Faka line, I think they have 4 of them, and 3 have been dedicated to the men. So it feels like it's a line for the men, except the Faka Rose, which was Lentra D, DNA. But yeah, most of them I think are dedicated for the men. So there's Faka Platinum. And so is Vulcan Bay from Paris, Vulcan Bay. So this is supposedly inspired by Stefan Hambad Lucas's pink boa. And when it comes to the pink boa, I have not tried it, but I understand La Chambre Eclatante, for example, is a good interpretation of that. And so is Mora Silky Rose. I have a decant of La Chambre Eclatante. I have a full bottle of Mora Silky Rose, and they smell very identical to me. So is it redundant? It is yet to be out anyway. But I love the bottle, the pink with the artsy thing, the snake. I think I enjoy it. So yeah, I probably would not bother myself getting this just because I have a full bottle of Mora Silky Rose, and I have decants of La Chambre, and they are all the same family. So yeah, I feel like I already know the scent profile, so I'm not necessarily the most interested in getting that. So under the same Paris, there's going to be Cosmic Tonka. Cosmic Tonka is supposedly their interpretation of Arabian Tonka, which has saffron, bergamot, agarwood, rose, the note of Tonka, musk, and then moss. Too familiar with the DNA, there are several other variations of Arabian Tonka on the market, with a good example being Caro's Secret Mask from Cadillac. I think that is a very good, spot-on, well-blended dupe. So yeah, there is Cosmic Tonka from Paris. In the same line, there is Western Shisha, and that I'm a bit skeptical about because I got my nose. I have a full bottle of Veneno Black, also from Paris, which is their inspiration for smoking hot. And to me, it's not been a good experience. I'm not enjoying Veneno Black as much as I thought I would, because I enjoy Mashbaya from Latafa. That Apple Shisha Accord fragrance. I enjoy the Latafa version and decided to go for the Veneno Black because of the bottle. But I'm quite disappointed at that. It's been about 2 weeks now. I'm still not getting anything significantly better from that. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm interested in trying Western Shisha because it's the same smoking hot Apple Shisha Accord, and maybe I'll say Veneno has sort of broke my trust, when it comes to that scent profile. But if there's any of them that I would have loved to replace Veneno Black with, it would have been Mashubaya from Latafa. I think that is much more blended, better, smoother, a lot more better in my opinion. And there's also Hypnotic Gold from the same line, not to be inspired by A Night in Marrakesh by the house Memoir of a Perfume Collector. It's a house I'm not super familiar with. I think I've heard about it every now and then, but I'm not very familiar with that. But Hypnotic Gold has the note of cotton candy. There's saffron, there's black pepper, there's rosemary, there's orris, honey, cardamom, jasmine, freesia, vanilla, tonka, styrex, and then cashmerean and cipro. A host of them. I'm not sure how this one smells at all. So if there's any of them in this particular line I'll be interested in, it will be Hypnotic Gold. So let's move on to Paris Corner. Paris Corner is out with Zaman Ala. I think that is already out. I've seen it on their website. It's already available here in Ghana. And this has the following notes. It has bergamot, coffee, and then dates. In the middle, there is caramel, there is cedar, there is musk, and then sugar. And then at the base, there's amber, leather, papyrus, and then vanilla. I feel like it's going to be a lot more masculine. The bottle looks masculine to me, you know, but there's dates, there's coffee, there's caramel. Those are like more towards the women, but there's also leather, you know, there's also leather. So I'm not sure what this one is also inspired by, but there's Zaman Ala from Paris Corner. I've not heard any buzz about it. I've not seen any review about it, but I know it's out there on the market. You know, Paris Corner is releasing lots of fragrances quietly, you know, and I don't know, nothing about them. I hardly hear things about them. So, and I think Zaman Ala is a case of that one. And I think the last fragrance I'm going to discuss in this video is from Swiss Arabian under their Cities collection, and this is known as Soul of Bali. I like their Casablanca. Casablanca is straight, but the Venice and other ones that I have tried, I'm not necessarily the best fan. They are okay to me. I think when it comes to the cities, Casablanca so far has been the best in my opinion. The other ones that I have tried, I have samples of all of them that I even want to put together a whole collection and review. I'm not they are good, but I think Casablanca is the best among them, both the original one and then the flanker in comparison to the other cities. But then there is now the Soul of Bali, which has the following notes. There is bergamot, there is ginger, pineapple, mango, pink pepper, rhubarb. There is aquatic notes, there is rosemary, saffron, nutmeg, agarwood, palisandra rosewood. I love the note of palisandra rosewood. You know, there's something very nice about it. When it comes to woods, palisandra rosewood is one of my favorite woods. So probably it's going to make more sense to me if that is like a dominant note. But this is also out. I'm not too sure what this is also inspired by, but it's one of the latest releases from Swiss Arabia, Soul of Bali. So these are 10 fragrances I wanted to highlight and talk about in this particular video. They are out. There are so many of them, but these are the 10 I wanted to share with you today. And I hope this video found you well. If you have had your notes on any of them, please do share in the comment section for us to acquaint ourselves with what these ones are inspired by, or if they are even original creations. And that is going to be it for today. And I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.